Welcome to another episode of Fun with Dumb, y'all. I am here with my friends Rick Lee and Steffi Bake.
Wow, that was beautiful. You said friends instead of co-hosts.
That actually felt a little special.
It did. It felt very special.
But the way you said it too, like friends.
We truly are friends, though. We don't just work together.
No.
There's a lot of podcasts. I know people just like are seeing each other during once a week.
Camera buddies.
Just camera buddies. Come on.
We actually hang out a lot. Like I see you at least like two times a week. See you often.
I don't want to hang out with people I can't talk to like a podcast episode.
We don't ever talk like this. Are you kidding me?
Like yesterday, I had dinner with a couple of other friends, and we had a really good convo. And at the end of the dinner, I was like, "Wow, that could have been a fire pod episode." And that's the kind of friends I want to make.
Yeah, natural conversations.
Yeah,
you know,
bits.
Yeah.
I love a good bit.
Bits, fun cake.
I do love a good bit.
I feel like, but you were hanging out with comedians, so of course you're gonna have those moments like that.
I want to ask you: is it different, like when you hang out with just a whole group of comedians, right?
Nah, you guys are funny as fuck too. So you
I
guys
mean, we're similar to hanging out with comedians, though.
Yeah,
like when I hang out with my comedian friends or writer friends, we're all we have like our thoughts and ideas, and we can all it's all very similar, and that's why I think it's so fun to have friends like that.
Do you feel like sometimes when we're having a conversation at a dinner, like I'm trying to do a bit, and you're just like, and Rick,
what's my saying?
Rick always says is, "You got 2 more bits left, fam."
Yo, because you bust a joke out upon arrival. Like when you're pulling the seat out, you look at something and you're like,
It's my love language, man.
Yeah, no, I love it. We love it.
Roasting is my love language.
100%.
I think that's why you like JL. Because he would always take notes down for you. Anytime you had something funny to say, he's like, "Oh, that's a bit," and he'll open up his notes.
He's not writing down bits. He's writing dumb shit dumb says.
Yeah.
That's not a bit.
Really?
He's writing down stupid things that I say.
No, but you say things that a normal human being will be like, "Why did he say?" I remember he came over to my house one time for dinner. And he tells my cats, "Hey guys, come here." Like he's talking to the cats like humans, right?
Yeah.
It's just he
That's
doesn't.
Not that was a
but
bad
you don't
example.
think that's a bit?
That was a bad example. That was a bad example. I forget exactly.
Not even a bit. That's just being a weirdo.
That was
He's just
a
being
regular
weird.
thing to say. Oh, we got a dog over here. Look at this dog. Let's grab the dog.
Wow.
No one's grabbing the dog.
Dog whisper.
Talk to the dog.
Look, this is our producer's dog.
You pick him up.
Dog's name is Latte. This is our producer is Chinese, but we always roast him because he's the most Korean washed Chinese dude that we know, and that's how Korean he is. He named his dog Latte.
Yeah,
I mean, but
that's a Korean dog name.
Latte.
Latte. But the thing is, the color of his fur, is not latte color. This is, if anything, he is what do you call black coffee? Or this is sesame latte specifically.
I will say Koreans. I don't know if this is an Asian thing, but Koreans named their dogs like Cookie,
Cookie,
Coffee,
edible
latte,
cute snacks,
like pastries.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
White people named their dog something more like
human
Larry.
Yeah.
Donovan. Dexter.
For sure. Did you see that one the video about it's a hot take how Korea doesn't really know how to drink coffee?
Wait,
they have
really?
all these cafes around Korea.
That was a great take.
That was a great take.
Wait, tell me what. So they're not really drinking coffee.
There was a man on the street interview, and they asked this girl, "What's a unpopular opinion about Korea?" And she said, "Koreans don't know how to make proper coffee."
Wow.
And I agree.
That's crazy.
Because there's thousands of coffee shops all over Korea.
It's a little watered down.
They don't know. They don't make good coffee.
It doesn't hit. It doesn't.
Well, that's what the is, right? Americano is what a.
I'm like,
nah. And I'll take it one step further.
Yeah.
I don't think Korea knows how to make good cocktails.
Wow, I never really drank cocktails in
Something
Korea.
about their liquor or cocktails not right.
I think it's because they are developing, like they've developed more recently. So many years, me growing up, I don't know if you guys remember at the banks, the Korean banks, or if you go to like the tire shop. This morning I went to the tire shop. The owner was Korean.
Yeah.
And of course, what do they have there?
The coffee machine?
No, the
what?
Maxim.
The Maxim.
The powder,
Yeah.
the little pack with the powder. That's what coffee was growing up. It was not the American machine stuff. We didn't grow up drinking that stuff.
Yeah, but even the machine stuff there, it's just not as good as some of the coffee we get here, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the girl was also, she was Mexican, of Mexican descent.
Right.
She was like, yeah, I come from some of the best coffee, and I
True.
get it. So she knew. She knew something was a little off.
Yeah, because Europe and stuff drinks those little espresso. I think people are a bit pretentious with that. Like you have to drink. People are like, if you like coffee, you got to drink it black, and tiny.
Yeah.
The tinier the cup,
The tinier the cup.
and the black. That's what a real coffee.
Have you really, honestly, like drank one of those tiny espresso coffees and enjoyed it?
Never.
I try. I try to pose.
Yeah.
It's just so. I drink it for the effect.
Yeah.
For the Adderall effect it's like 15
Are
minutes.
we
It's a
all
red-
regular coffee drinkers here?
Yes.
I'm not as regular as you.
I'm addicted. Today is International Coffee Day. Today,
Oh.
I believe.
And here's a huge thing that Korea does wrong, I think,
Talk to me.
is the biggest, most popular coffee drink is an iced Americano.
Yeah.
The best version of coffee is hot.
Mm.
I drink. Look, and let
Okay.
me. I drink a lot of iced Americanos, iced coffees, but the truth is, best version of coffee is a hot coffee, and it's not an Americano. Americano is mixed in with water,
Water.
so it's watered down coffee.
Yeah.
But the best version is just regular hot coffee.
Of all coffee types of coffees we can order, what do you think you are? What kind of coffee are you?
I'm a matcha. That's not even a coffee. I'm a matcha.
You're a tea. You just
Don't
straight.
that look like a matcha?
You just, today
The cream-
specifically.
yeah, you look extra. Like matcha Americano or just straight up a matcha with what kind of milk? Regular whole? No.
You are a coffee with like mad modifications, like 25% sugar, 3 pumps vanilla. Like when we go to a Starbucks with her,
Oh my gosh.
I am
You know?
so
I don't know. I'm guessing.
I'm so annoyed, dude. She has like 6
The
modifications.
sticker on her cup is just mad filled.
I'm not a fan of modificating people. Wait, that's not the
what?
word. I'm not a fan
Modifying.
of people who modify too much.
Too much. Well, how many options is your max of modifications that you could do?
I think 2 is the max.
3's pushing it.
Yeah.
I think you care too much about what other people think. That's my problem with you. Anytime we go anywhere,
Yeah.
he's trying to I feel like you're constantly trying to micromanage or
Yeah.
like even when we're at the movie theaters, it's like stop laughing so loud. It's like
Okay,
just
okay.
let me
No.
chill. Let me
That's
be.
early Korean ajashi kicking
It's
in.
No.
unnecessary.
That's early
For move-
Korean ajashi
Yeah,
kicking in.
No.
he's-
Okay.
It's in him.
There's 2 things.
Yeah.
First, I think about the service workers.
Right.
Right? Because we've all been in that position.
Yeah.
And we've heard the customer who's just doing way too much.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about them when she is like yapping off orders and modifications to the service worker. I feel bad for them because I know what they're going to have to go back there and do. And when they're missing one, you're going to bust out the Karen on
So
them.
you care more about the service workers than your best friends and the person sitting in this pod working with you.
I am a man
You
of the
care
people.
more about them.
I'm a man of the people. Okay.
He's just caring. he's just caring for them. He's just
Okay, and
You're just caring for the workers.
You're caring for them.
And here's the second thing you mentioned right there,
Yeah.
the movie thing. You are absolutely the worst movie person.
Are you
Like,
talking about in the theater?
in the
during
theater.
the film?
Here's
during the
thing.
projection?
We're watching the movie, and
Right.
every time there's a comment from her, even not to me, but just looking at the screen like, come on, he's right there. How are you going to drop the keys
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Dude, no. Like, look behind you. Look behind you. Are you crazy? What
Right.
are you doing?
It is so much more interesting to watch something with a group and have
I was going
conversation.
to say that. Okay.
Do you agree that when a group of us are interjecting, it's kind of like a podcast. In the theater, you're talking about and having fun as a group. You're
Right.
enjoying something.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
But
I,
you know what?
I
You
do
do.
understand the fellowship. I do understand the,
the fellowship.
I don't like disturbing
Yeah.
other people when watching a movie.
You sure care too much about all these other people.
Why wouldn't I? Because I'm them. I'm them.
Yeah.
They are me. We are
one.
each other.
No.
No, but-
You do not work at a coffee shop. You do not. You're okay. Fine. You're a patron at the
I
theaters.
respect other people's enjoyment and their time that they have created for themselves to enjoy those moments. I do care.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy movies solo because you could fully dive into it? Or do you sometimes enjoy just the presence of company? Because for me, I love when I watch something crazy, like a sporting event or even a movie, and there's a crazy scene. There are moments where I'm like, there's no one here. Like,
Yes.
I didn't share that moment with
Yes.
somebody, right? But on the other flip side, if I'm trying to get into something and really dive and immerse into the story, and I hear a little side commentary, little asterisks, if you will,
Yeah.
it does kind of ruin the
Can I
moment.
ask
as an
something here?
entertainer, I think as an entertainer, you always have to respect an individual's experience of enjoying entertainment.
Let me ask you something.
You know what I'm saying? You see both sides when you're an entertainer.
Yeah.
Because we're feeding off of how they feel, and you want them to have a good time.
Let me ask
you
you
are a
something about this.
heckler at
Let me
heart.
ask you something.
You are a
Have you
heckler at
ever-
heart.
Have you ever taken a really long poop in the toilet
Yeah.
and then wished you could show that to somebody?
What? Come on. What?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
And you wish someone was in the same house.
If it's past one spiral, then it's shareable.
It's almost like, what the hell? Like, what's going on?
But connect this. To
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're
I don't know
saying.
what your
I'm
connection
saying
is.
sharing that with somebody else,
Uh-huh.
and the experience is none other than, like, if you're by yourself, you can't have that shared experience.
Right.
And so that's kind of similar to what I'm doing.
No, because you're trying to force that onto people, and
guess
they
what?
don't want
You
that.
know what's funny?
They don't want to
You're
share that
forcing-
experience
you're
with
forcing
you.
someone who
They
care-
don't want to share that experience with you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And I don't want to experience you literally managing like my happiness.
Yeah, just don't go to movies together. That's
yeah,
it. That's all it
It's
is.
actually why do we do coffee and movies so often? That could stop
Yo, that
things.
means he low-key likes it a little bit. Come
I
on.
That's what Rick, I think that's the truth. I think you do like a little, you just like
no,
someone
you
there.
are absolutely
Hold-
awful. God awful at a movie
Alex, I
theater.
feel like Alex can agree. I feel like sometimes you just love just being there
I
to
will-
like just point things out that annoy you.
I
like
will
just
agree.
hold on, Alex, is this true? Do you feel like you're that person
Well,
sometimes?
Definitely the last time we were at the movies, the line that Dumb said, because you guys argued about it, we were at the theater. He said, "You took me out of it." Like that was like, and then the argument went on for another
Hey,
15
it's
minutes.
true, and
but-
that's
Hey.
people do.
That's a valid point.
That is a valid point.
Because you want to immerse yourself in the movie, man. I want to forget that I'm in a theater when I'm watching a Roman Coliseum. I want to be there. I want to smell the sweat.
I don't want to know
sodium.
you're fucking there. And you remind me you're there. Why are you reminding me you're there?
I'm having a great time, guys, okay?
Hey, we're in Burbank.
No, I mean, I think you got to be a little bit more considerate.
I think
At a movie
maybe you
theater.
should just learn to either accept it or don't go to the theater with me.
That's fine, and I won't. Moving forward, I will not go to the theater.
I
with
guarantee
you.
that's
and
not gonna happen.
all the listeners out there, don't ever go to the movies with her. Please don't go with her. I promise you.
Unless you want commentary.
No, it's gonna be awful.
Dude, sometimes I'm
It's not even good
I'm not even
commentary.
talking. I'm just laughing loud.
No, it's not.
And then
even-
he's like, that's not. He literally turned to me at Furiosa,
Yeah.
the Mad Max, and he was like, "That's not even funny."
I think I heard her.
Why
wa-
are you even talking to me?
You're right. You make noises at movies, and I think at one point during Furiosa, she goes vroom vroom. I swear to God, I was like, "What? That's crazy! Why would you say vroom vroom?
She's ad-libbing sound effects to the film.
It's insane."
Wow.
I'm immersed myself. I just don't. I don't.
I was like, I couldn't believe it, dude.
Yo, I have one step further. This
Yeah.
is something that infuriates me with Donna, right? She's the chronic rewinder. So we're watching something. She literally drops something on the floor and she picks it up. She's like, "Oh, I missed that." There's times that I've seen a scene 6 times consecutive because, a distraction happens. So I get it. When you're watching a movie and you want to immerse yourself and you're really drowning yourself in that, anything that kind of takes you out of it, It is blood boiling red situations.
No, I will say I'm gonna have to kind of diss Donna on this one because that just means she can't put together like how the context of
Reading
how that
comprehension
happened.
was never-
Yeah, like
Bro.
wait a minute, how did he end up in the bathroom?
He walked down the hallway.
He had to use the bathroom 2 minutes ago. That's how he ended up there. She can't put two and two together.
No, for sure.
That's what I see.
No, exactly. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. But
I feel like she's like if anything, she's really studying the art of what you're actually talking about. She is focused.
Right.
She is respecting the directors and the creators of this film. She wants to appreciate all of
I
it.
could see that. You know, when you zone out on a book
yeah.
and you're like reading it, but you're not
You're not,
comprehending
yeah,
it, so you go back.
I hate that because you
I've
waste
done-
time and you flip back. You're like, why did I just do that?
Do you-
Why
do
did
you-
I?
do you go back?
Of course,
Okay,
because I'm
okay.
like,
'Cause-
it's just automatic skim.
Yeah.
And I didn't retain anything, and then
Yeah.
I always get mad. I'm always like that with even listening too. Sometimes, like,
audiobooks.
no,
Yeah.
just to people. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's times where I have to tell myself, okay, I'm gonna fully focus
Yup.
on this conversation 100%.
Yup.
Because 80% of the times I will wander, and I'll listen. I'll autopilot listen. But then, you know, my relationship with that person or the outcome of that conversation is so much better if I listen fully.
You're like active listening
yeah.
is so hard.
Yeah.
It's a skill on its own and it is exhausting. Like people need to understand this as the person. You know how people shit on people who are like the quiet ones? They are sitting there.
We don't shit
and-
on people who are quiet.
Yeah, you do. Are you kidding me?
Nah,
Well,
wait.
okay, I will
You're like,
say
oh,
this.
that person has no opinion. No, it's their purpose. They're sitting there listening.
Steffi on fire today.
What,
Well,
am I angry?
I
I'm
will
just-
be honest. I will be honest. Sometimes if we are off to a dinner and there's like 6 people and one person doesn't say a word, I do feel like it was kind of a waste of an invite.
That's a real estate. That
I
could've-
am just saying.
Whoa.
I mean,
you think that too?
If we're on a volleyball team and he doesn't volley back, then what are we?
That's true.
What are we doing there? You know what I mean?
He's
Sometimes
vollygagging.
in a conversation, we set it up. You know, sometimes we do an alley oop, and if the ball hits the floor when it gets to that side of the table, sometimes we do question why is that person there?
But I'm surprised because as performers, I thought you guys would want an audience at the dinner
Oh,
table.
interesting.
Sometimes you need you need the people just laughing. You need the atmosphere model. You need the person grilling the meat
Yeah, but
while
the qui-
everyone else is talking.
But here's the one. The quiet ones aren't usually the ones giving off the laughs either, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want just a listener. I need you to laugh and
Yeah,
react.
laughing is reciprocation too. Laughing works. It's a reciprocation.
Reacting requires confidence too. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like to give a hysterical laugh, slap
Right,
your
right,
knees.
right.
Shy people, quiet people are usually shy about reacting as well.
That is very true.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And then that translates like weird energy to us.
Yeah, like
oh,
okay.
you could tell when they're faking it. You mean? Or
I
when
could just tell when,
they're not actually enjoying it.
When confident people laugh, you run out the room.
come on, belly
You're
out,
like,
baby. Belly
I
out.
took a lap around
Come
the
on,
block.
bro.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but there's also people that do too much, and you know,
Me.
like that. Wait, doesn't I feel like that's even worse? I prefer the person that's quiet and laughing their quiet way
Yeah.
than the person who's over the top laughing. And you know, it's like they're almost performing the laugh for
Right,
you.
right,
So
right.
it starts making you question whether you're actually funny. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Isn't
yeah.
that worse?
There's different types of dinners. There's definitely the ones where you just want to be, instead of on stage with the audience, backstage, like green room dinners, you know, where we're with our friends and like-minded people. We could just kind of bounce off things.
Okay, let me counter this too, though.
Counter it.
I do hate when someone's too loud of a laugher. Too loud of a laugher. We know who we're talking about.
Come on.
Some people laugh a little too loud.
Who are we talking
And I will
about?
say sometimes that is you, Steph, in a movie
No
theater.
way.
In a movie theater.
Dude.
Yes,
Vroom, vroom.
in a movie theater. You are too...
You can like this is infuriating.
And you laugh at-
because you cannot control someone's laugh in a theater. Like that is crazy. For me to enjoy the movie,
I don't
and,
even like this, what's going on here right now. I don't even like...
it's just so. Am I being? Do you think that there should be mannerisms in the amount of laughter and expressing your
I don't
happiness.
like when people aren't aware of their surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're a little bit too like they're always like bumping your elbows around in a club because you're not aware of your surroundings.
I think you're too cool.
I like
I think
people
you're
when
too
they're
cool.
No, probably. I mean, I probably am. What can I say?
Probably.
I don't like when people aren't around or aren't aware of their surroundings.
Yeah, just
it's
a little
not
cognizance.
considerate.
Right.
It's not considerate. Wait, did I say considerate?
Yeah, that's
I said
number two.
considerate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You eat with your mouth open.
Does he?
Are you considerate of other people who
I eat
listen
with
to
my
you
mouth open? Look, Rick didn't even notice that.
Tell me.
Is he a schmacker?
He's
Is
a smacker.
I'm not a smacker. There's
tell
no
him.
way I'm a
Tell-
smacker.
You do. And I, as a friend, I'm telling you because you seem to, as a friend,
Okay.
tell me all the time.
All
so
right.
I just think that maybe people don't want to hear you making noise when you're eating.
Okay, if anyone out there has eaten with me, let me know if I'm a
In the
smacker in the comments. Because I swear to you, I do not think I'm a smacker. But you know what you are? I don't know what this is called. You know, after you drink a beverage and you go, ah. What do you call that? Is there a word for that?
Yeah,
being
it's-
refreshed,
Thank you, Rick.
enjoying.
Why?
Enjoying life.
Okay, first of all,
Thank you.
Why every time you drink a beverage, is it like a Sprite commercial? Why do you have to go?
She has to announce
Why?
that the thirst was
Why
quenched.
do you think I book so many commercials?
Oh,
Thank you very much.
No, but I don't understand. What is that? There has to be a word for that, right?
Right.
That's
It's called enjoying their drink. It's
no,
called
no,
thirst.
no,
your
no, no.
quench your
post-drink
thirst.
gas.
Who do you
I
have
don't
to
know.
let people know that you just enjoyed that beverage?
I'm gonna
I don't
do
know.
it
You know
right
what?
now,
What
hold
you're
on.
saying? It reminds me. It's like
That is
Yo,
so
that's
annoying.
crazy.
That's so
That was
fake.
guttural. That was
That's
that was so
fake.
performative
I have a
right there.
throat issue right
That
now,
was
No, but it's a very performative. Like when I'm smacking my food, it's not performative. I might accidentally smack and you might hear a smack sound, but when you're doing that's performative.
You know
that
what?
is a performative sip.
I think the difference is I don't care what people think. I care about how I
No,
enjoy
you
my
do because that's performative.
No.
When something is performative, you care what people think.
Jonathan, I hope you understand that I am not performing for you when I'm my drink, laughing out loud.
You want
I'm
someone
not.
to hear that. You want someone to hear that because that through your body is letting us know that you just had a refreshing drink.
You know-
you need to let people know that was refreshing.
Jonathan, I see where it's
Refreshing.
coming
It
from.
says on the side of the cup refreshing. We don't need to know that was refreshing.
Jonathan, I think I know where this comes from. I think it's because you've been performing since you were a child. And so everything you do might be performative. But for me, I actually just go about living
Oh, you
life.
think it's projection right
It's a,
now?
No, no,
it's a
no, no, no,
projection
no.
because he's complaining about
I perform
something.
on the stage. You perform in the theater where you're not supposed to be performing.
Her
I
life
actually-
is Carnegie Hall, dude.
It's
You know what I mean?
crazy.
Life is.
I live life as if it's theater,
Mm.
and you are someone backstage. And
No,
but
no.
planning
You are in
for
the audience.
planning for a podcast.
You are in the audience. When you're in the theater, you are in the audience. There are people who spent a lot of money to create the visuals that you're watching.
Mm.
And for the hundreds of people
I'm
in
not
the
gonna lie, I
theater.
lost what's happening right now.
It's hard.
I can't even. All
That's
these
how hard active listening is. This is what I'm
it's
talking
so
about.
hard. Did you stop
Okay,
too?
let's move on because this is
This is
actually a
impossible.
topic that really bugs
It's
me about
irritating.
your behavior.
This is my last
at
thing
a-
I'm gonna say.
Okay.
These performative actions and these volumes, it's kind of like, you know, like the super loud moans drinks, like sex sounds. When it's too much, like a certain point, it's like, yeah, I'm putting in work. It's reciprocation.
Yeah.
But when it passes that threshold of just kind of like, all right, now you're like making it seem like, you know, you're making it seem like I'm better than I am.
Right.
So we just got to tone it back a little bit.
Wait.
Yeah.
Better than I am.
Better. No, I'm saying if you're over there freaking eye rolling, gagging, looking like you're dying, it's like, you know, you're trying to perform and make me feel better about myself. I don't want that.
You're
I don't
like,
want that.
I'm not that good.
Yeah,
Is that what
I'm
you're
not-
telling
I'm
yourself?
saying,
let's
You
be
want
honest.
honesty,
Okay.
or would you rather
Here's
want
my
to
theory.
Hold on.
Hold on, can I just say my theory?
Well, I want
Okay,
to
go
ask
ahead.
him about these
Okay,
questions.
Go ahead.
Would you rather have the overperformer with the loud or the silence?
Nah, I need right in the middle. I need right in the middle.
You're too controlling.
Here's my
Both of y'all, stop controlling your
Here's my theory.
surroundings.
Here's my theory. I think when you are watching a show at the house alone, You're not saying a single thing.
Nope.
Damn.
So when you are
No.
watching with a group and you're saying it, it's because you want to perform and let us hear that. So
No.
they evaluate that. I want you to go home and think about
I
this.
actually want to counter this right now.
Go ahead, counter
And
it.
I do talk to someone in the house, and that's my cat, Charlie Muth. And I am talking to him, and I am laughing with him.
I don't think so.
And he is playing. Yes.
No, I don't think so.
He likes my
I
laughs.
think you're saying this because you want us to hear it in theater, and that's performative.
Tell me why.
How many movies
tell
have you
me
guys gone
why
to?
I would want to annoy you with my laughter and enjoyment.
No, you don't want to annoy me, but it does annoy me. What you're doing, what you want to do is you want to share your vocal reactions with the people around you. We don't want to hear it, but you want to share it.
I really think you think I'm doing it on purpose.
And people don't tell you how annoying it is.
I am not going to stop.
I am not one of those
I'm
people.
not going to change.
I am going to tell you how annoying
I'm not
it
going to
is.
change if I'm enjoying something. If I'm enjoying something, I'm not going to change it just because you just find it annoying.
And I hope one day that one audience member just flips out and escorts you out of that
you know
theater.
what? Huh, yeah, I'd like to experience that. Huh, I will wait for that
Ma'am,
day.
you and the Raisinets gotta go. you
gotta
gotta
go.
get out the theater.
You gotta go. It's gonna be that
Wow.
wrong.
Is it that
one.
bad, though?
It's bad.
No, it's
oh,
not.
it's bad.
Ask-
It's bad.
Alex.
It is
Hey, you were at
bad.
the theater with me.
Oh,
Did
you look like you had
I know that
PTSD.
Alex. I was actually he was sitting next to me, and I think I was talking to him. Did it annoy you? Be honest.
No, I think we were
Put the
watching
camera-
watching
yeah.
Furiosa, right? And the comment must have been like Hemsworth was like, it looks so good, or he's so hot, or something like
Yeah.
that. And like that's something like I don't really mind. It really also depends on where in the movie you are.
You don't mind her
if-
saying Chris Hemsworth's hot.
Yeah, I mean, she
During the fucking
she wanted
movie?
to express it, right? It wasn't at a critical scene. It wasn't. There wasn't any like real big tension, And then there was, that was the comment to me. I don't remember what the comment was to you, but you were so mad
Yeah.
for like.
I don't need to be reminded Chris Hemsworth is hot. I don't need to be reminded.
You know what's really annoying? You take me out of the movie.
Whoa!
Because I'm
She
enjoying
Uno
it. I'm
reversed
wish they
watching
took
it,
you out of the
and
movie.
I'm watching it. I'm enjoying. I'm laughing, right?
Right.
And then you turn to me and you go,
Oh.
and then I'm like, wait. I was just enjoying it.
you
And
guys
you're
are
actually
both taking each other out of the movie.
Bro, you know what's so crazy that when someone shoos you,
Yeah.
it's usually someone like 2 rows behind you.
You're right next
I
to
am shooing her right next to her.
Oh my god.
And that is the only noise I will make in the theater. It's just one. That is the only noise that you'll ever hear me make in the theater.
Gosh, dude.
It's
You're doing
okay.
too
We can move
much.
on, but
You're doing way
but
too
that is the reason. That's how serious it is. We have to
This is
talk about it for like 15 minutes of the pod. It's crazy. That was like 15 minutes, right? Yeah, we had to talk
It's like
about
the
that.
Gracie
Wait,
films.
The projector.
Yeah, Gracie. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, how you guys been, man? What's been
Oh
up?
man,
What's been up?
been good, bro.
Yeah, I just been enjoying life.
Wait, where you been? Didn't you just get back from somewhere?
I did. I went to Portland. I was
Portland.
there for No, not
Is it-
Portland. Fun.
No, I
fun
didn't say Portland. Portland.
Oh, I thought you said
Is
Portland.
it as weird as they say it is?
Yeah, it stays weird. That's the thing, right?
That's
they
their
say about
motto,
stays
right?
weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like Portlandia weird.
Yeah.
But it is definitely, I see the vibes. Okay, can I say what I really like about it?
Mm-hmm.
The tips.
Yeah,
The tip that I pay is worth the service that they give at restaurants. They go off about like what things that they're using at the restaurants, like where the herbs and like the food. That's why you'd love it. They are. It almost
Are they
feels
charging for all that?
No, they give you no, it's a lot cheaper for these like 4 or 5-star
Oh.
restaurants. But the people that work there really care about the food. So they'll sit there for like almost like too long, to the point that you just want them to like just tell me what's the best thing to order.
Yeah.
They continue on so that you can make the choice.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That doesn't really incentivize me.
Really?
That the whole backstory of the cattle I don't go to a Korean barbecue and learn about the samgyeopsal. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure that it's succulent, that it's good and high quality and fresh. I don't need to know its mother's name. You know what I mean?
Really?
Nah.
I wanna
That
know-
reminds me of like Keanu Reeves and Always Be My Maybe when they're listening to the sounds of the animal while he's eating. It's just too much DVD
This-
commentary for me.
No,
This goes down
The performance.
to the Karen-esque vibe that she has
Wait, come on.
when she
We are
asked for
calling
food.
you Karen, okay? Don't Karen me.
How did you bring
Wait,
this
how did
energy
you-
into this
Here's the
subject?
thing. With me, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I find a hair in my food, I'm just getting rid of the hair and continuing my meal. I'm not returning it. Because
You call that a heron.
Because you
No.
care for the workers.
No, I don't care. A hair is an easy thing to get into your food. If you're a chef and you're cooking up back there, a hair can randomly fall off your hair and fall into the food.
Right.
It's an easy mistake.
I didn't realize
it's
you're
forgivable.
such a freaking good person.
forgivable.
Dumb. I never. You're such a good person. This whole
Her?
time, that's what you're telling us.
Oh my God, if there is a refried bean that's off to the center or something, she's returning the thing. It's crazy.
With the hair, length is a huge issue, bro. Length.
Yes,
Are you?
okay.
Come on. You're saying
And thickness.
thickness. Yeah, I
Thickness
mean,
of the hair is sketch. And how coiled it is.
I think I'm gonna let it slide, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know what it is? One thing I learned
Let's get rid of the
eat
hair.
around it.
is you guys have different tolerance levels for different things. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to audio disturbance during a movie, even a peep will piss you off. But in food, even a long strand of hair will not really piss you off.
It doesn't
you know?
piss me off. Hair.
So-
I don't take out the hair.
Oh,
He's trying
no.
to paint this hair-in version of me, which is not real.
A hair-in version
Yeah,
of you?
you want? Why are you trying to?
You
put-
will return a
You-
lot of things. You will return a lot of
Steffi, I'm gonna side with my man here. I don't know. I don't know for a fact, but I could imagine you kind of dodging a little bit and sending stuff back a little bit. You know, just
Whoa,
because you
whoa.
know your worth, you know your value, you're a queen. You're not gonna eat something that's not up to standard.
How dare you assume something about me?
I just
Are you,
Here's
are
the
you
one thing.
assuming
Here's
based
the-
off of dumb analysis of
Here's
me?
one thing that I would return
right.
when a steak is too rare,
Oh,
like too bloody or too
Yeah,
rare, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
chew into it. That's when I'd ask for it to be cooked a little more. They
Okay.
don't have to give me a new steak. They could throw the same steak
Yeah.
on.
even that fix is easy too, right? They don't need to redo anything. They just need to throw
Exactly.
it back into Jasper. Yeah.
When would you return something?
It's just annoying how pretentious you're being.
Why?
Like it's crazy. I'm such a good person, is what you're trying to.
I'm not saying I'm a good
I
person,
barely said
but I am a
anything
way
back.
more tolerable person. You know what I mean? At
You literally trying to call me a Karen, and you're telling me I'm being too annoying at this, that, and you're saying you're
Yes.
being easy and chill.
yes.
Listen to yourself. I
yes
need
was
you to
pretty chill.
self-reflect yourself.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I need the self-reflecting. I think you need the self-reflecting in these scenarios
You and I are reflecting off
because
each
no one's
other.
complaining about my personality type in these places.
I'm so glad I didn't wear green today, dude. Something is going on right now. This is
I'm
wild.
just saying, have you heard anyone complaining about my type at movie theaters?
No.
The guy who's trying to keep people down? No one's
The
like,
moderator?
yo, tell these guys who are trying to keep people down to shut up. No.
Yo, you know what I just realized?
What?
He worked at a movie theater.
I did.
You think
I did
that's
work
where it
at a
comes
movie
from?
theater.
Employee, yeah. This is the unspoken rules that are just like, you know, it's in him.
I did work at a movie theater.
Yeah. So you know the etiquette.
I also just respect cinema.
Say it correctly.
I respect cinema, man.
Cinema, yeah. Yo, jail, write that down. Oh, this is great.
Caden is getting big.
He's getting huge, bro. There's
He's
no
he's
pause
like the
button.
biggest 1-year-old I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a gated community where there's like a park in the middle, and I see a whole bunch of babies running around, and we're asking him how old. He's the biggest one. 2-year-olds are comparable to Caden's size right now.
Is it bad to have a big baby?
I mean, there's definitely some health issues if it's too big. You know what I mean?
Well, he's
But
not fat. I'm just saying he
the
is
Korean in me
larger.
right now is just like the bigger the better, bro. You
Why
know
do
what
I
mean?
feel like I imagine him to be the bully?
See, the thing is, he has Donna and I. We don't have a bully bone in her body.
No.
honestly,
It's just the look of the baby.
yeah, the
in
look
a
of the
top-
baby
yeah.
for sure. But we're teaching him how to be loving. Right now, he loves like swiping and like scratching, and so we're kind of working on just being gentle. But as I said before, he's now entering that era of like he analyzes things like our behavior, what we say, what we do, what we listening to. So it's like we have to kind of change our ways now.
Could I mention something? Because we talked
Absolutely.
about this last time we had dinner. What do you think it is? What do you think is easier for a baby to say first, for his first words? Mama or Dada? What is easier for a baby to say for his first words?
I'm
Is
gonna
it
say mama.
Mama?
Yeah,
It sounds
The
easier in my
prerequisite to
mouth.
say dada, you need to put the
Yeah.
tongue to the roof. That
Yeah.
that move right there is not natural for the baby.
But it's in Korean, it's Amma.
yeah,
That is Appa.
yeah, but same with appa.
Well, what's easier?
Don't ever make your lip
I'm
pop
trying
like
to
that
channel
ever
every
again.
time I'm doing it. I'm trying to channel like a baby's brain. So I wanted to actually like crawl to it, like mama.
Yeah, mama. I think is the easiest, and that's why they call mom that, because that sound is naturally made when there's too much air in the mouth and they have to exhale like.
You could accidentally say it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You could accidentally say.
What
it.
was your first words? Do you know what my first word was? It was actually kogi.
Was it really?
Yeah, which
that's a
means
hard-
meat.
That's advanced, dude.
Kogi?
Yeah, I think because like my parents was eating a lot of, like in Argentina, they eat a lot of meat.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I said kogi.
You almost-
that's so cute.
It's like you almost need like throat in that word. Like you
No,
can't-
you're absolutely right.
no, right? It's like
Go.
I was.
like it's
Don't say
not-
I was going.
Well, that's your first word.
I was. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was meant to be a talker, but I was actually a quiet
Hey, you
kid.
sure are a talker.
No, but no, I'm the talker. No, you're the
But
talker.
you're talking to me. Why don't you watch the movie and not look at me?
Even when I was, dude,
Why don't you enjoy the movie?
even when I was a kid, I knew when to shut up. You know what I mean?
It's two podcasters arguing about being talkers.
It's crazy. No, but I was a quiet kid. Like I had a lot of nunchi.
Yeah, your
when I
mom
was a
told me
kid.
that. Your
Surprising,
mom said that
yeah.
you
I
were
was-
very timid.
Yeah, I had a lot of nunchi during that time and these days.
Wow.
Yeah, so he hasn't said his first word yet.
Nah, he says appa. The appa is the most audible, like accurate thing that he says. And now I know he knows that appa means me.
Wait,
So I won.
Wait, don't
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
Were you starting from the beginning?
Absolutely.
Were you trying to? You wanted to win.
Absolutely.
You wanted to win.
I was like, appa, birth giver. Appa, womb insulation. Like, like, yeah,
That's so funny.
I made sure that I had the upper hand for sure.
Wow,
Yeah.
you
It's
wild.
beautiful. I love
I mean,
it.
makes
I
sense.
can't wait to talk to my son. I can't wait to like figure out his personality to the T. It's a beautiful thing, man. And you guys are so good to him too. I appreciate that.
I
love-
think
love
Rick
bringing
has
him
been
out.
feeling like he really wants to get out of the house because
Yeah.
you've been in
Oh,
dad
man.
mode for so long.
Yeah.
And I saw couple of sad group chat messages where you were like, man, just invite me to some fun stuff. Like he really wants to come out and I feel bad,
No,
man.
no. I know you guys are kind of just like giving me my space, but there are times when I just need to kind of,
I mean, be honest. Do you sometimes forget because he hasn't been around? You
I
kind of
think so,
forget. The people
because-
forget. It's not because they don't want to forget. It's just like once you start not seeing someone, you just kind of like, oh, that
Well, we're
person doesn't wanna-
automatically like Rick is in father
He has
mode.
to do
Yeah.
adult stuff.
Why am I going to invite
And
Rick out to the club? You know, it's
after
like,
25, a man should never feel neglected. Like you're not hitting me up, or it's
Yeah.
like, come on, relax. You're an
You'd
adult.
rather reject someone,
Yeah,
who's-
no,
and
no,
then you're
it's
like,
well, we
yeah.
mentioned this before. We never like the thanks for the invite
Thanks
head
for the invite.
asses.
Yeah,
you know,
what I
don't
mean?
hit us with the
Don't
TFTIs.
hit me with the
Really?
TFTI.
Yeah. There's
Wait,
all
what?
there's a lot
It's kind of like if
don't
you
say it.
there's
Yeah.
personality types. There's the MBTIs, but there's also the TFTIs. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the one who's
the
wants
snarkiness.
they want to be invited and they're letting it be known that they weren't. You
yeah,
know?
thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
You know that.
I hate
No,
those.
Come on.
I hate those.
Yeah, that's
I
why
feel
you
like-
weren't
you know why
invited.
she doesn't
No, 'cause
comprehend
I've heard
it.
you,
Yeah, she's a
I've heard you say that
TFTI.
to me. You've literally said that to me. Like so many times you.
I have never. I
you're
never want to be
saying-
invited anywhere from you.
No. You're like, oh, thanks for the invite, and I'm like, what?
I have never
You
said
never
that
go
to
to anything
you.
I invite you to.
I know wherever you invite me to, you're going to be interrupting me in a movie anywhere.
Yo, Alex,
You know what?
leave me out of this thumbnail, bro. All right, this is.
You know
this
why
is
people
beautiful.
don't invite you? Because you're doing what you do to me. You're
What?
complaining
Do you
about the
think-
way I
First of
am
all, I
around-
get invited to tons of things.
I
I get
don't
invited
know.
to tons of things.
I don't know.
Do you want to bet who gets invited to more things?
I'm not talking about events.
You want to have a TFTI
Hollywood
contest
events.
or what?
Let's pull up our emails right now.
I'm not talking about Hollywood events. I'm talking about just social, like, let's go hang out for
I
a
get
second.
invited to hangouts.
Then
People
why
want to
do
hang
you
out
always
with me.
say, how come you didn't invite me?
I never say that to you. I
Okay,
don't want to be
just,
invited.
Steffi, I'm just gonna say a harsh reality. Okay, we love Dom. He's our friend. He has films under his belt now in production, direction.
and I thought
so
you're right.
when you're on set and you're working with talent, it's hard to sometimes turn off the producer director mode. So you have to
What?
give him a
What?
little.
What do you mean?
Is he doing that? Is he kind of over your shoulder all the time, telling you to, you gotta,
He's
as a
changed.
friend, he's leveling up. We just
He's
gotta
doing big things,
he's
and you
doing
feel
big
like we
things.
have to allow him to
He's
just
doing big things.
Never.
Look at his.
No.
You know,
I will keep
how
him in
long
check.
he was talking like this the whole
Then
podcast.
I'm gonna have
ago.
to ask you to get off my set.
You wish, dude.
I'm gonna have to ask you.
I will show you the receipts of texts you being like, "Can you do the pod tomorrow? Can you do the pod? Can you? Oh, no, can you come to?"
Well, it's true. I do. I want the crew here because with pods, like you want arguments, you want debates. This is good for this medium. This isn't good for AMC. You know what I'm saying? This is good for the podcast.
It's funny because it's a two-way street. I feel like you don't think about that.
What do you mean?
The minute you stop, you just stop, but you want to get into it at the theater. Why don't you just shut up? Have you thought about that?
Wait, what do you mean? I do shut up in the theater.
No. You turn to me and you got to be like, "Hey, shh," all the things. But if you just don't pay
Don't
attention,
give me a reason to shush you. That's all I ask.
okay, listen to yourself.
You are literally saying vroom vroom and Furiosa.
Chris Hemsworth.
And during Alien, you're like, watch out. You know, during Joker 2, you're like, somebody stop me.
Oh my god!
During
funny
every movie, what else is there?
I could barely tell if you're even enjoying it because sometimes I'll turn and you fell asleep.
During
I have pictures
during
of
Little
him
Mermaid,
falling-
during Little Mermaid, she's like split splash.
Hold on. You know how
During
many
all these
for
fucking
someone
movies.
No, I gotta tell the people the truth. You know how many pictures of you and JL I have fallen asleep at the theaters, and for you to enjoy,
I wish you would fall asleep in the theaters.
But you
That's
falling
all I
asleep-
ask for.
At least I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, but you are asleep. You're not. You barely. You can't even.
I am not asleep. With you around, I
You know
am
what?
not
Can I
asleep.
send it? Can
You
I
are an
send-
alarm clock
Alex,
in the
can
theater.
I send you all the pictures I have of him sleeping? Because
What?
that's bullshit, dude.
Hold on, let me ask you: flash on or off on those pictures?
Definitely
What are we talking
off because I don't want him to wake up.
My God. Well, okay, let's get away from this
Oh,
topic.
you gotta get away,
we just
yeah,
keep going
'cause
back to it.
I
Sorry,
actually
guys.
have proof.
Gravitational
I
pull's
have
crazy.
proof.
By the way,
guys,
guys, I just went to Vegas.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I love Vegas. Every time I go, it's like I have a good time,
Right.
but it's also very rough.
you
I
lost
can't-
money, huh?
Yes, I did. But I think I'm a bad gambler. I
What
just-
games do you play?
I play roulette and I learned how to play craps. That
Craps
was
is
fun.
fun.
That was
Craps is
fun.
fun.
But I just don't think like I'm good. I'm built for it.
Are you one of those people that kind of do you drown into loss? Like, do you think about the loss and like you regret? Like on the drive back, you're like, damn,
I always have
shouldn't
to.
have played.
I got to redeem myself.
Oh, you're on the redemption mode. That's dangerous.
I know.
You
I
gotta
know.
the money you lose. Just think of it as the admission ticket for Vegas. You have to think of it as like that's I paid to play. That's it. You know.
Every
Yeah.
time I gamble, it's always like I lose money. Now it's like the whole trip is me trying to win back. the money. I wish
Right.
I would start off with the ups. You know, like I'm on the upside. Of things.
yeah.
But
do you
it's
tell
all-
yourself like you're lucky when you're playing? Like, oh, this. Like, do you have like little thing
There's
rituals?
definitely some superstition for sure. You know.
have you
the-
made some good money? gambling?
Nah, not really. I'm one of those like fearful losers. Like,
What
I
are
don't
your
wanna-
numbers on roulette?
24, 13, 36, 0.
Mine is, I have a 36, 2, 18, 23, and I think that's the main ones.
Mine's also 24.
24.
7, 3, all the lucky ones, 1, 00 sometimes.
Yeah.
No, but I like to do the 0 and the 00 put in between the zeros.
See, that's just throwing away money.
Do you remember
think
last
so?
time we went to Vegas? Remember last time we went to Vegas? I put $1,000 chip on black
And you double it or
and I
what?
doubled it.
Oh, that feels
right
great.
before we left Vegas.
And do you remember when we were on tour and we took all our money and put it on black and lost it?
Yeah, we did.
So we struggled.
Oh my
that
God.
that whole show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I will
definitely.
say Vegas, great
How many
food.
days were you there?
I was there 2 nights. I went with Bobby. He had a set. He opened up for Bert Kreischer. Killed it.
Hell yeah.
It was great. Hung out with Bobby. He's very like chill. He doesn't like wild out on gambling or nothing. you
Really?
know? Yeah. He's very composed.
So he's just a man. His only vices is what, like just video games. Then
Yeah, we ate at Roy Choi's best friend at Park MGM. That was fun. Good fusion food. He comped the whole meal.
Dude.
Shout out Roy Choi. He comped the whole
That's
meal.
amazing.
Roy Hung
Such
was
a
coming-
Came
hyung.
out to like $250, $300 and comped the whole thing.
Hey, that's not that much. Surprisingly, that didn't. No,
yeah,
like,
yeah, you're right.
no. That's not what I mean. I mean, it's amazing. We try. I just mean like the price of Vegas, like $300 for a meal.
Is it more expensive food in Vegas? I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
it
remember.
is because
Yeah,
it's like a
sure.
large portions. I always
it's
feel
like all
like
you can eat seafood buffets for
Yeah.
like extravagant prices.
It was good. It
was that the best thing you ate out there? Was there anything else that you had?
What
I love Vegas food. It's one of my favorite things to do is to eat out
Yeah.
there.
I think
buffets.
Vegas has some of the best food in
Yeah,
the
I
world.
agree.
That one street, man, like where Fuck Him Long and all that is. That
Yeah,
Strip?
that's that one.
the
Fuck
Valley
Him Long
something.
Street.
Yeah.
And then I
Exactly.
saw Anderson's show in Vegas.
Oh wow.
Amazing. He was 2-hour set, just killed it on stage.
Is that the one with the red suit where he was in the red suit?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
bro.
He's doing Malibu front to back and all his other like features and stuff. It's crazy. Great show.
I admire artists that could do the whole album performance.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
need to memorize my.
If anybody is
Oh.
trying to catch one of the best live shows out right now,
Yeah.
go catch him on tour right now in the United States.
Oh my god.
He has mad dates. Go check out Anderson .Paak and the Free Nationals right now. I think it's one of the best live shows.
Wow.
Right? I mean, you know,
No, it's incredible.
he's one of the goats.
It's one of the goats. One of the best.
And I said a bold statement to Bobby, which Bobby was like, okay, this guy's tripping.
Okay.
I said, Anderson,
Who'd you compare him to?
I would say he's a modern day Prince.
Why? Absolutely.
Do you think so?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a bold statement. Prince is great.
Absolutely.
But I will say this. I kind of take it back because I will say also like Bruno.
kind of take
Whoa,
it
no.
back.
I gas up my homies a lot.
Yeah.
I always say that even with you
Yeah.
guys. Like
Doesn't
when I
seem like it sometimes.
no. I swear to you, I do.
You're shitting on someone.
I'm not. I'm praising you all the time. Dude, if I'm shitting on you, it's just about this movie thing. But otherwise,
Oh.
I praise you all the time.
Shitting
Yeah,
on
no,
you.
for
How many times have I
serious.
recommended you for things? I really have. You know
I don't
that I
know.
have. You know I
don't
have.
hear it.
Anyways, I'm gassing up Anderson.
Yeah.
Every time I'm out and about or with other people, I always compare him to the greats because
Yeah.
I truly think he's a modern great, right?
Absolutely. He's a
And,
savant.
and I was thinking about like what great would I compare him to, and then Prince just came to mind. I threw his name out,
yeah.
but I don't know if that's exactly correct, but I do think he's on that level.
Well, I mean, charisma, showmanship, I agree. The reason why people might think that's kind of blasphemous is because his guitar skills is ungodly.
yes, I would say
And,
maybe Bruno
you know-
could be a Prince.
I didn't know he played guitar like that. See, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
But no. I mean, I get it. It's a very, it's kind of fragile when you're comparing like friends that we know to greats. So people are always going to be like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing like, the MJ LeBron conversation. People, it's
Yeah.
like something you don't touch.
Well, I also think Bobby grew up in the era where like Prince, he grew up on Prince.
Yeah.
Like we didn't really grow up on Prince.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was a little before our time. So that might offend.
Oh, so he was like, what the fuck are you saying?
So I think that could offend somebody more of that era who
Right.
grew up on that great we're comparing him to.
That's true.
And also Bobby didn't go to the show, so he doesn't know.
Yeah, come on,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? He doesn't know. Yeah, on the flight though, like coming back from Vegas, I didn't know I was on the same flight as Bobby, and he's sitting first class, and
Don't tell
then
me.
and and I'm walking into the plane, and I'm about to pass him, and he's just staring at me like, "Go to the back, buddy." He was just like, he really enjoyed that.
What's your mentality, like your perspective on first class tickets? When would you buy first class tickets? Because isn't the price jump is crazy, right?
It's not bad for like a Vegas. That's not
Oh,
far.
really?
Yeah. And
But then that's the thing. Like, would you be paying that kind of luxury for such an hour flight? Like, I would
That's
do
true.
a first class flight for like a Korea trip or something.
I don't think Bobby paid for that, honestly.
Ah.
I think whatever gig that he was performing for,
That's
like,
true.
paid for that. I would say going to Korea business class is the best shit. You know,
Oh,
you've done it, right?
No, I haven't experienced business class.
You've never
Period.
flew business
I've only flew economy my whole life.
Can somebody right now who's watching or listening fly Rick business class somewhere? Because
Somewhere.
just
Anywhere.
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin right now, bro.
I just feel like you need to experience that, man.
No, I will.
Let me fly you out business somewhere.
Come on.
Let me fly you out, man.
Nah, but the leg room for real,
it could it'd just be like 45 minutes to Barstow or something. I don't know. Like just somewhere. Let me fly you out.
someone pick me up.
Wait, you've really never flown business class?
I've only flown economy my whole life. But I've had the economy with the emergency door aisle, so you have that extra leg room. Come on, bro. That's I don't understand the point of paying like
you'll
$500
understand.
more.
Oh, you'll understand.
Really?
Yes. Alex, you've flown business class, right?
I got upgraded. You know,
Yo,
maybe
Alex,
a
hold on.
couple times.
You flew
Yeah.
business class, bro?
Yeah, it was probably short flights, but you know, my ticket got upgraded, and I was young, so
Come
I don't
on,
like
man.
really remember it. But
Alex's business in the front, party in the back, bro. Look at his haircut, man. Let's go.
it does get really, really intense, like especially when you're talking about international flights, like the luxury of like you basically get your own crazy room and
Yeah,
like,
I've
you
seen
know,
the Emirates. I've seen
the
the
Emirates.
Emirates
Yeah, so
videos.
it's just it's crazy, to think that people are willing to pay that sort of thing.
You know what I can't stand?
What?
When I see a kid in business
Oh
class.
my God.
Like
dude.
under 9 years old.
And they
under
always
business
have the
class.
same haircut. They always have that like rich kid haircut.
I'm
Dude,
like, you didn't work for this.
nah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
not fair.
Steffi, you've a upcoming trip, right?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
am.
yeah, you're-
I'm going to Europe next month, and if anyone has recommendations for Berlin and Copenhagen, please let me know.
Well, you're also going to go see the Northern Lights.
I am, but that's already booked. That one's planned out. We
Have
already
you ever seen those in real life?
No, have you?
The Aurora lights?
Aurora
No,
Borealis?
I've never seen it.
I'm really curious because, I've seen videos of it. I'm like, how does that really look in person?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
I mean,
really
you could
curious.
go. You could go closer. You could go to Alaska and see it. You go to Iceland, but I'm going to Norway.
Sounds
see-
far as
I'm afraid-
Alaska sounds close.
I'm afraid to plan a trip just to see some beautiful view
Yeah.
because I tend to get over beautiful views in like 5 minutes.
I don't.
5 minutes
Oh,
is
wow.
long, to be honest with you.
Really?
I went to the Grand Canyon, right? It's
Yeah.
beautiful. You look at it, you see the depth, you do the perspective thing, the depth perception, and then after about a minute or two, you move on.
That's
Okay,
why
that- I
I'd
mean-
rather just be there for something else, and that just happens to be a surprise.
Right.
I
think
don't want to plan a
that's-
whole trip around
Okay,
it.
but this is interesting because I think part of the intrigue is that. Did you know that when you look for these, it's like you kind of have to chase it? There is no like specific. It's not like on a calendar. Like this is going to happen. You have to guess that it might
It's like
happen.
the cookie truck.
Yeah, exactly. You get it like
Right.
Twitter from Mother Earth.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel like you don't actually know. I'm making a guess that it'll happen.
That's true. It's like going to the ocean and you'll hopefully see a whale or like a dolphin.
Yeah, the scenic view cannot be the destination. It'll be drive-through stops. You know what I mean? Drive-through stops, scenic views is fine.
But the journey is the reward.
Right.
We know that.
Absolutely.
It is, right? It is.
Absolutely.
The journey is the reward.
You're
So all
gonna
those
love Berlin.
hardships that we're all going
Have
through.
you been there?
No.
Oh.
I've been to Swiss. I've been like,
Switzerland, I know.
Yeah, you're gonna
Berlin, I think is gonna. People have been recommending. I'm really curious about the club. Have you guys heard of this? Like,
There's a club where they poop on you. Scheiße. But you
well,
know
that's
that.
a schnitzel.
Whoa.
Whoa. No. What's that club? It's like the hardest. It's like it's supposed to be the number one club in the world. It's called what is it called? Can you guys look that up? It's the Interpol. Interpol. or something?
Berghain?
Interpol, the
No,
police.
no. The Berghain. That one. Did you go?
No, I'm definitely not.
Okay, that one's supposed to be like the club, and apparently to get in, you have to like dress cool or just like have like a confidence to get in, and you get rejected sometimes.
Steffi, I'm not saying this to scare you.
Oh my god,
Just be careful. You know,
that scares me.
just be careful. Like when you're going to these clubs in Berlin, are you going with company? Are you going with a group of people? Or
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have friends.
you gonna have some
there.
friends?
Yeah,
We don't
Watch
wanna get a
Hos-
call
watch
like-
Hostel tonight.
Yeah, we
What?
don't want to get a call like Liam Neeson, you know. I have an incredible amount of skills that are completely useless for me to rescue.
Dom's like, leave her. No,
I'm like, what does
no,
she
you
do
can
now?
have
Is she
fun.
talking to movie or what?
Stupid.
She's talking during the phone call. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, they call to tell you to pick her up. Can you come and grab her? Come and grab her, please.
You think it's funny now, but wait.
I'm sorry.
Wait a month if something happens.
No,
No,
come
Nothing-
on, don't say
Nothing
that.
funny. It's
No, no,
not
no, no.
funny.
Don't say that.
Stuff like this happens.
We would never want you to.
I don't know.
What?
You're too conniving to ever get caught. To ever get caught.
Wait,
You'll
you think
somehow
I'm
Who'd
escape.
want to
Conniving?
kidnap you with a laugh like that? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
fuck.
I can just imagine her like getting robbed at knife point and like haggling to like, yo, like don't take this, like I need this, like trying to haggle down. Have you guys
Damn,
ever?
even Alex is
Wow.
going
I
in
know
on
even
you.
Alex is
Okay,
going
all right,
in.
all right. I tried.
Nah,
It's
it's all
dangerous,
good.
man.
That
It's not
wasn't,
funny
uh,
to be the one woman in a podcast.
Nah, we love
Look how
you.
she's sitting right now.
I
Sorry,
know.
Steffi.
We love you, Steffi
We love you
Bake.
so
We
much.
love you. Well, safe travels. We're not
Thank
going to
you.
see you for like 2-3 weeks. We're going to hold the fort down. But every time you're gone for a while, we miss you a lot. You know that.
I don't know.
I text you that I miss you a lot.
Really?
Yeah, of course. We love the presents. Think about it. We need more girls in our circle. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's take out most of this at the end here.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
keep
like
it in now.
any-
Keep it
This
in
Take
is
out
so
most
bad.
of that. It's already getting weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's wrap it up. Steffi Bake,
Thank
Rick
you.
Lee,
Yes, sir.
Alex the intern, got Dave the producer. These are all the people that make this pod going.
Wait, actually, I want to really quickly a shout out. You know,
Sure.
I think you wrote like last time someone who does Venmo me will get a shout out.
Oh, someone
What?
done
One person from Fun with Dumb did Venmo
Wow,
me.
what's her name?
I'm gonna look it up real quick, and we said we were gonna give a shout out. Oh shit, it's signed out. Ah, damn it, it's signed out. So
It's okay,
kind of
just do it.
annoying.
Who signs out to their Venmo? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Why are you
crazy.
signing out of your Venmo?
No, I got the new iPhone, so this is why.
Oh, it's a 16.
Okay, well, I
This
guess
is
they
the-
don't
it's
get
a-
the shout out
yeah.
then. This is how they
Hold on.
keep
Oh, here it
people
is.
donating over and over again.
Here it is.
You got it?
Yes. Marlon T. Said, "Happy birthday. Money for coffee and kumur. Love Dumbfounded podcast.
Wow.
$20.
Wow. Kungmun means soup.
Some broth.
Thank you so much.
$20 is a nice little
That's
donation.
a lot.
Nice
I
little
literally
Venmo.
wanted to be like Zaza,
And then
but I
put,
didn't.
And then they put the poop emoji because they want you to poop on them. All
That's
right.
what they- by Kungmu.
So you could Venmo me at Steffi is me if you'd like a shout out on this podcast. And my Instagram is Bake. No, it's Steffi Bake. I forgot I changed it.
Steffi Bake, Rick Lee.
Yes, sir.
Is there more food videos coming out?
Yes, dropping all this week. I have so many lined up. It's going to be beautiful.
Summer is coming to an end. We love you guys. Thank you for all the support. If you want to support any further, I got merch at dumbfounded.com. Tune in next week for another episode of Fun with Dumb, y'all. Peace. So we're doing the pod right now, and we have the television on over there because the vice president debate is about to start.
Right.
And people were saying the Republican candidate J.D. Vance was weird for fucking his couch. And I gotta say, that's not that weird.
I heard you did it before.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not a supporter. I don't support J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people roasting him for having sex with his couch is crazy.
I feel like it's something that, like, in my head, like 60% of men have done in the past.
Yeah, a couch crevice.
Crevice.
That might be leather. A leather couch is very similar to a woman's crevice.
Wait, really? Wait,
With imagination
are you
and
kidding
ambition.
With
me?
imagination, yes.
Wait, are you guys lubricating the
Okay, first of all,
couch?
how about you? How about not you particular, but women when they have a phallic device, they use as a tool to pleasure yourself, and sometimes it's been vegetables, fruits, lubricated other phallic items.
Wait, hold on. You didn't even finish the couch. I need to go back to it really quickly. What are you?
Look
are
at
you
the
guys,
couch we're
are
sitting
you,
on. Look at how pink this couch is sitting
That is-
on right here.
Wait, yeah, this okay, but then a leather couch is like very rough.
I mean, with proper lubrication.